Boom! Yo, what's up? What's up? Purpose. Let's talk about it a little bit. You know, I'll be having these conversations with people that'll be like, well, I don't know what my purpose is. And I'm like, you know, I've been really stumped trying to help people find it. Like, I'm like, I mean, you gotta figure out what you want. And like, you gotta like go after it and stuff. Like, you know, that's what you do. That's what I did, you know. But what I've found is I've gone deeper into really thinking about this because, like, you know, I love people, but I've figured out how to situate my life in a way that, like, invigorates me, you know, like, gives me passion and, like, brings me to life. I'm just in love with my life and what I'm doing and, like, my activities and what I'm trying to build and my purpose as I am with any human. Like, in fact, my purpose is more mine than any human that's in my life because they're humans. They're unpredictable, like, unknown. You don't even really know them variables, right? Like, you know, you want to believe you know people, but life, you know, people are always evolving. Life situations are changing. Like, you don't even know yourself. You know what I mean? Like, people sit there and they're like, I would never do that. And I'm like, ha. You've just never been in the right situation. The situation reveals the man to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever sit there and judge somebody and think you would never do something they did. Because you don't know all the extenuating circumstances that put them in that position to where they literally, your brain works the same way. Your brain's trying to find as much pleasure as it can and avoid as much pain as possible. And you don't know what got them to that point where they felt like what they did was the best thing for them to do. Obviously, there's extreme stuff like, I would never, you know. Okay, yeah, but within the spectrum of crazy human behavior, man, just, you know a tree by its fruit. You judge but never condemn. You know, that's a pear tree, that's an apple tree. Noted. That's it. That's as far as it goes. Anyways, that's not even my point. My point is finding your purpose. And how people do that, as I've thought more deeply about it, my presupposition, my hypotheses, my postulations have changed. It's not so much about you sitting here and coming up with a dream board and coming up with what you're really passionate about. The reality of the purpose of your life is simply that you don't deserve it till you get strong enough. You don't deserve it. You want to be on a level where you can attract a certain type of female, you have to genuinely be on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have the looks and that's all you'll get back. Second you open your mouth, you're going to lose that. You know what I'm saying? You want to be on this level. Listen, you have to court purpose. You have to earn purpose. You have to prove to your purpose to God that I deserve this and that I've been around the block enough times to see the value in this. You know what I'm saying? I would guess that if God gave you the person of your dreams before you were ready, you'd be too immature to even recognize him. I know it's the same way with purpose. That's a dangerous statement. But I genuinely feel that if your purpose looked you in your eyes before you were developed enough to actually understand the value of it, you would probably think it was the worst idea you've ever heard. You'd be like, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. And like, I can't do that. And like all these other different impediments and psychological like barriers and glass ceilings that you have would completely gut you. You wouldn't even be able to step to it. You know what I'm saying? So now, after 10 years of hammering on what I believed was my purpose, my present purpose, it's like I've been dating these different projects and ideas and passions. Now I've found something that I'm like, man, if I just create and complete and do this one thing, I could die a happy man. Now I know because I've been on the journey that this is just more of my immaturity. You know what I mean? Like, I know because I've been on the journey that this thing I think is amazing and like is like the thing is really only another present purpose. My purpose evolves as I evolve. And as I become strong enough to create, to get all the soul stones like Thanos, then it's time to go on ahead and go for another one. Why? Because I'm stronger. Because you'll have more to give. Because you can serve on a higher level. Your power to achieve is greater. And so you must go find the other mountaintop. This is the only way, you know. But if you never step into the arena of pain, the pain of becoming better, the pain of progress, and discomfort of that journey, because you can't get yourself to wake up and go to the gym or go and do whatever assignment or whatever it is that you're faced with that you just can't get yourself to do. So you're procrastinating and watching Lost and taking the dogs on a walk and washing dishes, doing everything you can to not go do the one hard thing you're supposed to do today. You'll live a stagnant life without progress, without maturity, without purpose. Your purpose is relative to your strength. People will generally only progress as far as the amount of truth they can handle. You'll only appreciate the amount of truth that you've lived enough to understand and comprehend. This is why when you sit here and tell your teenager you got to be home by a certain time, they just think you're mean. You're just mean. No, sweetheart, I don't want you to end up addicted to heroin and selling your body on Vegas in Vegas. That's why you need to be home, okay? Because California is one of the human trafficking capitals of the whole entire United States. Get home, okay? You know what I mean? Like, you know, so but so many people, like, I give them advice. They shy away, they run away because they haven't developed themselves enough to be able, they know on a deep level they can't implement that advice because they haven't been working on themselves. And so that's why I say that all great endeavor, everything in life is wrapped around your ability to work on yourself and become stronger and become greater. Everyone and everything is depending on this. If you can't get yourself into a place where you can take faithful action consistently, that takes internal strength. God's not just going to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to go. You have to try. You get luckier the more valuable you get when proper planning meets opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You got to extend your hand. You've got to get your mat up and walk. You got to go get your stones out of the river. You know what I'm saying? You have to go do something. And that endeavor to be faithful and go and do something is where you gain the strength to step into the arena, to even make it possible for miracles to happen. So I say all this to say, if you don't know what your purpose is, find something you like. Find something you think is kind of cool. Not something people hide and they run away from their purpose because they're like, you know, when I think about things, I don't experience this like, yeah, I want to do that forever. It's my purpose. No, you're not going to experience that. You don't know enough about yourself and enough about life. You're not accurate enough to even know. You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen is you're going to pick something and you're going to be like, this seems pretty cool. I need to create more financial potency so I can have a better life for myself and my family. I'm going to try to do this, and it would be kind of cool if it worked out. That's it. That's it. And then as you start doing that thing, one of two things happens. You're like, I like this much of this. I don't like this much of it. Or you're like, I absolutely hate this and I need to start over. And then you start doing that process until through experiential information, you accumulate this thing because you've taken a piece from this lost battle and a piece from this defeat and a piece from this win and a piece from this experience. And now you have this like awesome synergistic, like magical pearl of like, wow, this is uniquely me. And I really want to bring this Frankenstein to life. And then I swear to you, life becomes a miracle. It is a miracle. You just don't have to see it right now. But life really comes to life. And every day you can breathe one more breath into that Frankenstein, your life just becomes that much more beautiful. And that, my friends, is when you are cooking with tartar sauce. Boom. That's what I got for you. Hey, I just want to give that to you, and hopefully it meant something to you. Visit me at byronrodgers.com. Join me on the Protector Podcast, and I can't wait to see y'all on the next piece of content out